Greetings, everyone. Well, it's package opening time again on the Multimedia Chronicles. This time around, not from a viewer, but from me to myself. Yes, this was a trio of items that I ordered from a place called Orbit DVD. Now, Orbit DVD is one of those wonderful online retailers that often stocks items that are otherwise out of print. They tend to get a lot of overstock stuff. So, in this particular order, there was one item in particular that a particularly itemish item of particularity that I thought I had missed. Because, well, I did miss it. It was originally put out by one of the boutique labels that I deal with quite frequently, and just as luck would have it, didn't have the money at the time when it came out. It sold like hotcakes, flew out the door, was gone by the time I was able to get it, and, well, I was sad. And then, recently, it mysteriously came back into stock. Not at the site of the boutique label, but at Orbit DVD. And this time I had the money, so I wasn't about to let that slide by again, because this might be my last chance. So what is it? What did we get? Well, you're about to find out. Package from Orbit DVD, today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Alright, shall we see what treasures await within box cutter activated? Well, actually, let's not stab ourselves in the face. Box character activated. As you can see, it was sent directly to Happy Land, which, as you know, is where I live. So, let's see what we got here. No hints on the label. I have ordered from Orbit before for similar reasons. They had an item that I was looking for that was out of print. But, yeah. By total coincidence, this happened to be from the same people. I said, wait a minute, I think I've ordered from these guys before. Pull up my account, like, oh, I have a login with them. And yes, it was them. Oh. Lots of Michael Bublé rap. Just cut. There we go. Okay, well, first things first, the out-of-print item. Now, this was something that I really wanted to get because I love these types of programs. It's basically one of those feature-length documentaries, a horror documentary, specifically about the making of one film in this particular franchise. Now, I picked up a box set and a bunch of other supplementary documentaries of this franchise a while back. This one came out fairly recently, and I thought, oh, well, that just sounds like a lot of fun. Let's check it out. We have Hearts of Darkness from
Synapse Films.
The making of what was it? The Final Friday. The Final Friday? I thought it was the making of Jason... Oh, it is Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah, no, so Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. And there we go. So this is a feature-length documentary all about the trials and tribulations of making Jason Goes to Hell, which is, of course, the first of the Jason films that New Line Pictures did after they acquired most of the rights to the franchise from Paramount. They weren't able to use the Friday the 13th name, but they were able to use the character of Jason and the name of Jason. And, yeah. So, very cool. So this is a documentary all about the making of it. Let's tear this open before we see what the other two items are, because I have been dying to check this out. Very nice matte finish slipcover, and with the slipcover. So, like, yeah, this was one of those cases they only put out the limited edition and they didn't put out a regular edition. So if you missed it, you missed it. So even though it is a black case, it is Blu-ray, not 4K. There we go. And I'll just give you the breakdown here. So we have, yeah, even for those who curse Jason Goes to Hell, Hearts of Darkness is fascinating and essential viewing. Geek Chocolate. Entertaining and insightful, an irresistible look behind the scenes. If you love Jason, this one's for you, from behind the couch. So, go behind the mask of one of horror's most infamous sequels as we pull back the curtain on Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. One of the most controversial and unconventional entries in the Friday the 13th franchise. Also the first one I ever saw in full, by the way. It wasn't until years later I finally saw the rest of them. I will do a review series at some point, don't worry. Follow first-time director Adam Marcus as he recounts his childhood obsession with filmmaking, his unexpected connection to the original Friday the 13th, and the wild ride of directing a major horror movie at just 23 years old. That sounds like a very contemporary subject, doesn't it? Because we've got all of these amazing horror movies like Obsession and The Backrooms being directed by really young directors who were just, just starting out and crazy talented. Featuring never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage, rare photos, and brand-new interviews with cast and crew, including Kane Jason Hodder. This documentary explores the creative risks, unexpected drama, and rocky reception of a film that defied audience expectations and still sparks debate 30 years later. Winner of the Best Documentary Award at the 2025 Ravenheart International Film Festival, Hearts of Darkness, The Making of the Final Friday, stalks and slashes its way to Blu-ray in a fully loaded 2-disc special edition. This is the definitive account of the ambitions, dreams, and lasting legacy of the wildest film in the Voorhees saga. So we got 2 discs. One is the main feature, which has a couple of different audio commentaries on it, and the original R-rated trailer, I guess, for the documentary. Disc 2 is all new featurettes. We got Secrets and Lies. The cast and crew reflect on producer Sean S. Cunningham's complicated history with Jason Goes to Hell. Hellish Melodies with composer Harry Manfredini. Almost Steven with actor Jonathan Penner. Cut to the Bone with editor David Handman and assistant editor Patrick Don Vito. Never Say Dead with producers Adam Marcus and Deborah Sullivan and editor Eric Beatner. Ward's Big Break with actor Adam Cranner. Perfect for the Part with casting director David Giella. And Extra Bits, Baby Stephanie, Creighton Duke, Getting the Credit, The Missing Creature, on-set stories, set designs and locations, artwork gallery, alternate titles, fan testimonials, footage from the 2025 Gardena Cinema premiere event with Q&A highlights, and 6 double-sided postcards with all new illustrations and exclusive essays by producer Adam Marcus. Let's take a look here. Wow, okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So we got a Synapse Films catalog. The Deadly Spawn. Very nice edition. Yeah, Synapse does some great stuff. And from Red Shirt Home Video, a labeled production thing that I know because they've done a lot of extras for many, many horror films. And we'll just take a quick look at the art cards here, because why not? If we can get it open. Hold on. Give me a little... Throw me a bone here. You want to throw me a bone? I've been on ice for a while. Yeah. The freaking sharks, the freaking lasers. Sorry, my AUDHD is showing. So here we got... Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah, so the burger, I remember this. How to make the pumpkin burger, and you save on meat, you know.
Not pumpkins, hockey masks. Making them look like hockey masks to rip off the customers.
And you got, so you got like little blurbs about the characters on the art cards, which is pretty cool. Huh. Death's Kiss and the Curse of the Hidden. The Hidden is so good. With Kyle MacLachlan. There we go. Kip's Head and the Lighting Effect That Almost Got Me Fired. Very nice. Kane Hodder and the Tale of the Kindest Jason. Well, I mean, Kane Hodder is such a great guy. very generous to the fans. Leslie Jordan and the Terror of the Birch Beer. There you go. Very nice. Well, that's really cool. I actually didn't know all this stuff was in here. I just thought, cool documentary, awesome. Yeah, no, that's great. And Synapse Films Product Catalog 2026. So I won't bother showing you all this. There's a lot of porn in here. But anyway, that Deadly Spawn edition is really good. I might have it, and you might be seeing it in an upcoming update at some point. But you didn't hear it from me. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't want to spoil the surprise. Alright, so there we go. Hearts of Darkness. Glad to have this in the collection. A terrific addition to the Friday the 13th Collezione. Orbit DVD. We have just a receipt with my address and items on it. I'll just set that aside. And we have Orbit DVD Asheville. I guess that's where the store is located. Very nice. Alright, what else do we get? This is one I've been wanting to see for a while. I've actually never seen it. I think it was a Shout Factory limited edition that I missed out on. But they recently got a bunch of those in too. So if you missed out on some Shout Factory limited editions, check out Orbit DVD. They might still have some in stock. We have George Romero's Knightriders. Yeah, this is one I've been wanting to get for the Romero collection. I've got basically a shelf in the horror section. It's just a whole bunch of his movies, many of which I've seen, many of which I haven't. And there we go. Very nice. That Ed Harris. That is indeed Ed Harris. Oh, Tom Savini's in this. Patricia Tallman. Sweet. Tom Savini actually in the movie. So the members of a traveling Renaissance fair, if you don't know what this one is about, honestly I don't really know either because I've never seen it, on motorcycles instead of horses, ride from town to stage medieval jousting tournaments with combatants in suits of armor and wielding lances, battle axes, maces, and broadswords. The spectacle of this violent pageant soon garners national attention, much to the dismay of the current king of this Camelot. A challenger to his throne arises as they try to maintain their fairy tale existence in a world wrought with corruption. Written and directed by George A. Romero and starring Romero regulars Ed Harris, Tom Savini, John Amplas, from Martin, Patricia Tallman, and Ken Foree from Dawn of the Dead, of course. This vastly underrated elegy to idealism and rugged individualism, according to TV Guide, offers a compelling reworking of Arthurian legend and remarkable action scenes in the process from the Onion AV Club. And we got audio commentary, new interviews with writer-director George A. Romero, Tom Savini, and Ed Harris, theatrical trailer, and TV spots. Yeah. New interview. When did this come out? This must have come out, obviously, before George Romero passed away. It doesn't say when the actual release was, but yeah, very cool. The funny thing is, the only thing I know about this is I remember hearing that my cousin, who was like 8 years old at the time, saw this on TV, and I overheard my aunt talking about it. It's like, oh, no, you remember when you saw Knightriders? That was way too scary for you, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Knightrider? I'm like, Knight Rider was scary? It's like, no, not Knight Rider. Knightriders. I'm like, okay, what's that? And since then, I have never seen it, so this will be new to me. I will enjoy that. And last, but most certainly not least, I am a sucker for a horror movie about arcade games gone mad. So, I had to get Arcade. I think this one might have been out of print as well. This is, who put this out? 88 Films. So this is a Region B release. Yeah, Orbit DVD just carries everything. And there we go. And this looks very nice. We've got like a hardbox edition. Let's crack this open, shall we? Why didn't we crack open Knightriders, Z? Well, because it's just a keep case. Not really much to look at. And I don't expect it's going to be loaded with extras because I have a lot of those Shout Factory limited editions and it's literally just a disc in a case. So, but if you really want to, I'll open it up after, okay? Fine, you convinced me. So let's see what we got here. So first off, Very nice hard box with spot gloss for the screenshots there. Kind of cool. And also for the title. Very cool. And what, let's see, it's rated 15. Suitable for persons of 15 and over. Oh, come on. Give us more than that, MPAA. Or not MPAA. BFFC? Yeah. Anyway. From writer David S. Goyer, who wrote Blade and Batman Begins, just to name a couple, and cult director Albert Pioun, comes Arcade, a cyber thriller from the golden age of Full Moon. Oh, it's a Full Moon title! Oh, this is going to be good. The hottest new video game is deadly fun. Once you play, reality disappears. With friends vanishing level by level, Alex, played by Megan Ward, and Nick, Peter Billingsley from, Christmas Story, must face the ultimate challenge. Beat the game before it beats them. Limited edition rigid slipcase with art by Joel Robinson. And double-sided fold-out poster. We'll check that out in a sec. Featuring rare video release art. Features, high-definition Blu-ray presentation in 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio, upscaled from the best available standard definition source. Oh, so it doesn't even have a film source anymore. Optional English subtitles. So, I mean, this is an example of, like, film rescue, which is one of the big things I love to support the boutique labels for. Got audio commentary with director Charles Band and actress Megan Ward. Audio commentary with associate producer Daniel Schwager. Audio commentary by film journalist Dave Wayne and Maddie Budrevich. The Game Master. Interview with actor John Delancey. John Delancey is in this? Q himself? Well, you can already see why I had to pick this one up. See You on the Other Side, interview with actor Jonathan Fuller. Kiss Reality Goodbye, interview with associate producer Daniel Schweiger. Virtual Worlds, filming arcade, interview with cinematographer George Romero. Into the Machine, scoring arcade, interview with composer Alan Howarth. Original Videozone. Yeah, Videozone, if you know anything about Full Moon Entertainment, they were like kind of pioneers of extras for these types of films. So they would put out their movies on VHS and Laserdisc, and they all had like a 20-30 minute featurette about the making of the movie as a bonus after the movie. Yeah, even on the VHS tape. They'd often have like additional stuff like outtakes and things like that. So they were all about like giving you a deluxe edition before deluxe editions were even a thing, And I'm so glad that all the subsequent video releases of Full Moon stuff have included those. They called them Videozone. Remastered original trailer, proof of concept trailer with commentary by Daniel Schweiger, and reversible sleeve featuring original home video art. Well, let's check all that out, shall we? That sounds awesome. Is that going to stand up? No, not really, so we'll just put that there. Alright, so we got our fold-out poster, and okay, and then the original art, and then inside we just have the disc. And then let's flip this around. Oh yeah, you see, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing this one on the video shelves, but I'm positive I never actually saw it. Funny enough. There we go. So the original VHS art right there. How cool is that? Yeah, I love this Full Moon stuff. And before anyone mentions in the comments, yes, I know Umbrella Entertainment has been putting out massive box sets of the entire Full Moon library. They got like, at the time of this video, they got like 3 sets of them currently. I just don't have unlimited money. I would love to get those, but yeah. I'd kind of prefer franchise sets, because they did a lot of series of things. Like they did, Puppet Master is one a lot of you probably know, Trancers, Subspecies, yeah, there's a whole bunch that they did they did multiple sequels. I'd love to see like franchise sets of those on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. Oh, and then we got the poster. Check that out, which I'm guessing has both. Yeah, so there's the new art there. Kinda. You see that okay? There. And then the original I like how it's actually an original promotional poster for it. Coming on video cassette, February 1993. Also available on Laserdisc. Look at that right there. Awesome. I love the historical accuracy there. That's fabulous. What a beautiful edition. Holy shit. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I love stuff like this. Another one, if you like arcade games gone mad, I highly recommend, speaking of Shout Factory, is one called Nightmares from 1983, I think. Has Emilio Estevez in it as a guy who's like obsessed with this video game, and then he gets to like the final level, and then it comes to life, and he has to fight the video game monsters in the real world. It's cheesy fun. It's an anthology horror. Also has, what's his face? The guy who played J.F. Sebastian in Blade Runner. I can never remember his name. But it has him as a creepy serial killer. And yeah, it's a fun one. I always really like that. So let's crack open Knightriders, just to be complete. So I know at least one or two of you will complain if I don't. So let's see what we got inside Knightriders. Oh, actually kind of cool. Check that out. And then inside, we have some lovely color artwork, which I'm actually going to slide out so we can see it a little better without the blue of the case. And there we go. So not really alternate art, but just a cool little montage of pictures from the movie. Very nice. Oh yeah, this looks like a fun one. And I mean, being George Romero, you know there's going to be some social commentary in there. Which is always good. And there we go. Ta-da! Package successfully opened. All items unboxed and closer looked. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah, so kind of a nice collection of rarities. Basically all out-of-print stuff, courtesy of Orbit DVD. Brand new, factory sealed, impeccably packaged. Yeah, would definitely recommend. So, if you're ever looking for some out-of-print gems, give Orbit DVD a try. They're actually pretty good, and they're very fast as well. Alrighty, folks, well, that is it from me to you for now. Hope you enjoyed. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.